Oh my god, you pushed me.
What is good, everybody? It is your boy Swidge, and welcome back to another video, to the long-awaited 200 days surviving on our hardcore world. And as a reminder, as you guys know, if we die, the world gets deleted. I've already shown you guys way too much information and way too many into the future with these pans, so let's get right into it. But you guys already know what portion of the video this is. Come on, guys, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video, because I'm telling you, it's going to be so good. We are at 85.6K subscribers as we record this. Swidge is almost at 100,000K subscribers. Hashtag 100K. Let's go, boys. And the girls, of course. And before we start this video, I see all of your guys' comments asking, yo, Swidge, how do you play with Justin on these servers? Like, how do you guys get into these worlds? Well, guys, I play it off my own computer, but I do have a sponsor for this video, mccomplex.com, guys. I have my own IP, link in the description, swidge.mc-complex.com. Big reason why I chose them is because they are known as one of the biggest networks on Minecraft servers in general. They have a survival side, they have factions, they have everything, anything you want to play here. So if you want to play with any of your friends, you guys, all you have to do is punch in this IP, and bam, you guys can play with your friends right away. So yeah, I 100% recommend this Minecraft server here. They are the most well-known, one of the top for sure, and it's literally so easy to play with your friends. So go check them out, link in the description. So on day 101, Justin and I left off where we started. To be honest with you guys, we didn't even know. We were kind of getting ourselves grounded. It's been a while since we played on the hardcore world. I mean, obviously, we love this world. We think this world is so special because of what we've already done. And we were so excited to show you guys what we've done in the next 100 days.
So, go all the way.
What do you mean?
You can't fall out.
Like, I don't
You can't fall into that.
Oh, I'm trying to, actually. I'm trying to run.
You can't fall into it.
Look at you child-proofing things for me, man. That's crazy. After prepping the first couple days and just preparing while being in the end, we will set out on our adventure to go find our elytras from the end city and the end ships. There's a couple close calls making an enderman mad, as you can see. Definitely don't want to die in the end in your hardcore world and just call it, call it a day there. But yeah, we found ourselves some end cities and end ship. With it was, honestly, that was the first one we found, so super lucky. The loot was actually super good in these. I mean, obviously, shulker boxes are always good to have, just to have more storage. And I always find going to the end is like always a fun trip to do, just because it's so much more different than the overworld, and there's just the loot in general, fighting different mobs. Just, you're literally climbing across the void. And I'll say it again, the loot is insane, guys. Infinity. Wow.
Nice.
Mending pickaxe. I'll take that for now.
Did you go to both loot towers?
Oh yeah, I'm on top. Let's go.
I was just killing the shoulders.
Nice little 6 diamonds. Oh my god. You can't make this up. Diamond shovel, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, mending fortune 3. Yo, you can't make this up.
It's literally the best pick you can get.
Oh my god. And then there's also a diamond shovel with mending and soak touch in it. Yeah, and that's usually, oh my god. Fire prot 4, helmet, unbreaking 3, respiration 3. Alright, Oxus, 1 sec. Oh, you're like that?
Yep. I'm literally like right on it. Okay. 3.
I'm coming. Please hit the ship.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ladder.
Alright, let's breach. Alright, of course, instant health spots. Show me the money, man.
Ah.
There it is.
The first one. Ooh. Not a bad helmet.
What do we got in here?
Just the helmet.
4,
It's not too bad.
You can have that one. I'm taking this. Would you like to hold it? Get your achievement. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my ender chest. And of course, we cannot forget the dragon head after we got the elytra. And as you guys know, the elytra changes the game in Minecraft. When you get an elytra, your movement just turns literally insane. This changed the whole hardcore world and the trajectory where we were about to go. So we spent our own time. Justin and I went this way. I went that way. And we just kept looking for our own loot. And we actually ended up having a really successful trip with lots of loot and lots of adventure.
Oh my god, you pushed me.
No, I didn't.
I
literally didn't.
I'm being bullied. As you guys can see, Justin tried to kill me. He sabotaged me. What do you guys think? Justin pushed me off, guys? Because I think Justin was out to get me. Oh god. Thank god I had my totem there, because it would have been literally game over. Like, we would have said goodbye to our world. Thank God for that totem. Yeah, and we didn't have a bed that was set or anything like that, because I think we took one before we went to the end and we broke it because we didn't want to blow up in the end. But when we got back on day 115, we organized all of our stuff from the looting phase and just all from the end, and it was actually so much stuff. So right after that, on day 115 all the way till day 16, we just started doing this little moat for the villagers that we started the last 100 days, but we didn't get a chance to. Midway during that, we were like, no, this isn't gonna work, it's too close to the village. So we found a spot that was like pretty close to the village but not too far away, where it was pretty open and we could think of doing like a village / moat build. So we started clearing trees all of day 117. This took us a few days to actually start this kind of moat / village castle theme build we were doing. Basically, the main goal of this was to have villagers inside of this compound with a moat so they wouldn't get hurt from mobs from the outside, but also if there were any raids or pillagers coming, then they would fall into the moat and we could kill them. As you can see, we have our very first villager, the baby villager. So that will be the beginning of our army, and as the days go on, you can see Justin's feeding them real well, of course, and there's more. The numbers are adding up, and I got a bunch of lava buckets to make a lava moat. So if any of the pillagers or any mobs at night tried to access our villagers, we would just, you know, have them fall in through this big opening and they would die. It was perfect for them. The villagers had nothing to worry about. And I know you guys remember from the first video that we met a pink sheep on our compound and we named it Pinky. So that was my #1 goal. I know I made a little monument for Pinky last time, but I want to make a full-blown statue for Pinky to pay respects to her because she was a rare queen and she was gonna rule our land. So I made a little sheep pen right on the mountain where I'm gonna put her statue. As you can see, we made them pink wool so we could start producing all the wool because this project was going to be a big one. So on the night of day 125, I started kind of getting dimensions down and I needed brown dye. So I set off on day 125 to 126 to kind of find a jungle. Didn't really find that, but I found a pillager outpost, which was about 4,000 or 5,000 blocks away from our base. So we could use this to kind of farm the raids and get more emeralds, not only emeralds, but the totems of undying. As you can tell, Justin and I have already used a lot of them, so it would be really important to have these totems so that way we don't lose our world. And I killed the leader of the pillager outpost and I had the bad omen effect, so I actually took it to our little outpost to see if it was gonna work and if there was anything else we could do to make it a little bit better. And the raid started. I was scared, so I made sure Justin was there. I kind of scouted from the top of the castle that Justin had constructed, and the bad insinuated this little baby villager wanted to die. I don't know what he was doing up there.
Oh god.
Did I just hear that?
Oh shh.
Horse mortal.
And the raid had started, and it was not easy. Obviously, we had protection for the villagers on the inside, but for me and Justin, we still couldn't really handle the raiders. They were really strong, and Justin actually had to use one of his totems, so our totem count was going down. So we definitely need to farm these raids to get more of them. Those guys with the axes, oh my god, they did not play any games. They hurt so bad. And guys, I remember from the 100 days, those rhino things, they're called ravagers. Okay guys, I get it. I know now, trust me. The rhinos. The boys were definitely struggling, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, get him in the pit, man. Especially the axe.
I'm at half a heart right now. I'm running into the caves.
As you can see, we were not down bad, but we were down horrendous. It was terrible. We literally ran out of food mid-raid. It was a good thing we finished the raid and became the heroes because there was no way we were going to heal our hearts after that. On day 129 to 149, we actually lost the footage on these days, which makes me super sad now that I'm going over it. Like, I swear I had this footage. I don't know where it went, but I'm going to make it up to you guys. I promise in our next type of video here, I'm going to choose one of you guys, the fans, in the comment section below to be named one of the things in our world. So let's get back into it. I'm so sorry we lost 20 days. We were actually kind of exploring the nether because Justin wanted to get nether brick.
Pull him out to the lava. Let's go. Who needs a bow, guys? He died?
It's a spectral arrows in here.
Oh, I can use these. Oh,
there's
spectral.
another dude right here. So
Oh, yes. Ancient debris.
there was one in here.
Yeah, I took it.
Wow, nice.
Oh, the spectral arrow diff. Let's go.
Yep.
Oh, another ancient debris. Let's go.
But maybe not.
Let's hit the loot. Oh, baby.
Oh wow.
As you guys can see, Justin and I slowly but safely cleared this bastion here. We did definitely did not want to die to any of the piglins in there because they're definitely way too dangerous. One hit from the axe took like 3 to 4 hearts. So before we collected any gold or any of the loot, we made sure our path was clear. Justin's brand new favorite weapon to use was the fishing rod. Literally so disrespectful. He would attach his fishing rod to someone and pull them into the lava or make them die from fall damage.
See ya.
Boink.
Damn, they don't die, but at least you get them off the best
Let's
jump.
go ahead and out of here.
Holy, I feel like a tiny ant. Yeah, so we found some soul speed boots in a chest, and I've actually never used the soul speed feature before, and I actually thought that was super cool. Like, I don't know, I was like super zoomed out and running around like crazy. And when we got back, I boxed Justin in the chest room with this quartz here to make sure he mined it because he had the fortune pick. So I was gonna make sure I got my money's worth. And then I started my first project on the pumpkin farm. I was actually super proud of myself because I never deal with redstone. And Justin began construction this, I want to say it's like a wood dome for the beds and the platform in between where the mountain where Pinky's structure was gonna be and Justin's dragon. And on day 157, I finished the pumpkin farm. It was with observers, pistons, redstone. You guys have no idea how happy I was because I've never, like I said, done anything like this. So I was super impressed with myself and the builds. So on day 157, I visited the cows because we were going to need more food soon. So I fed them, make sure they had enough food so we could kill them later. And I paid a visit over to the chickens because we were going to need their eggs to make pumpkin pie, which we were going to use for villagers. So I started crafting this little tiny, I want to say like a chicken hut / coop where we, trap the chickens there for the rest of their lives. Basically, I would throw these chickens right under this fence post here and they would lay their eggs, and I would just get their eggs at this chest that led in from the hopper. And day 159 to 168, guys, the passion project had begun. The thing I've been wanting to do ever since we started the 200 days. We started constructing the Pinky statue in all of her greatness. This was going to take a long time. I literally spent so many days collecting wool from the sheep, mating the sheep so we could get more wool, and turning that wool pink. I had to do it for Pinky because Pinky was a rare mob and we wanted to pay the respects to her. So I spent the next couple days making sure she had the throne that she deserved. And in between these days here, I started developing like an underground trading villager area here. Basically, I boxed them up to trade for the rest of their lives so we can get emeralds. End goal being getting mending books and breaking 3 books. I already know you guys in the comment section below are spamming me to literally get an elytra with mending 3 and unbreaking 3. Not mending 3, but mending. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Pinky was getting put together from day 169 to 176 here. As you can see, she's getting put together pretty well now, and Justin's collecting glowstone in the nether here to just do more lighting on his current build. As you can see, this pink sheep statue is actually a little bit bigger than Justin's dragon, which was super cool here. And I was back over at the villager moat here, and you guys can see we have magma blocks because the lava was actually kind of too risky because we would lose the item. So Justin and I kept thinking and brainstorming of ways that we could kind of make it really efficient to farm these raids here. During this time, I also wanted to make sure Pinky had a nice little throne on top of her, literally her big statue. Like I'm making a glass dome on top of her head here so she can sit there as well. It was ready for her arrival, so on day 177, I grabbed her where I was storing her, and she actually jumped into the pen with all the other pink sheep, so I kind of lost her. It was a good thing that we had a name tag on her because that would have been a disaster. So we slowly, ever so carefully, moved her up because literally any fall at this point, you would have died. Like I would have died as well. And we transferred her into her throne. She was breaking it in. And of course, guys, we had to make sure she was covered up. We didn't want her to die. And I also transferred up her friend Dinky because I feel like, you know, they had a few problems, but I think they could hash it out and become really good friends. So I transferred Dinky up as well. So now Pinky was accompanied by him while they were kind of overseeing their kingdom. They sat in there pretty peacefully. Didn't look like there was any problems. I was scared Dinky was actually going to attack Pinky, so we're good on that end. And then from day 179 to 184, I started constructing this beautiful platform that was going to kind of go over top of our chest room, because I know we had some trees, these spruce trees, as you guys can see in the back. And this is where Pinky's kingdom could kind of just roam. And I let him free. There's literally so many of them, and I was transferring them. A few of them were actually lost in the process and just started roaming around the mountain, so we were going to deal with that later. You guys will see later on, but we were slowly transferring as much as we could onto this platform that we'd made. And this, what is this thing called again? This phantom got caught in here, so I boxed him up and I left him there to die because no one likes phantoms in Minecraft. It had to be done. I went to go visit Justin, and looked like he was finally putting together a system that would really work for this moat so we could farm the raids and literally the end goal, get more emeralds. So I came over, gave Justin a hand. He was telling me he was having a little bit of problems with dealing with the water, and I put some trapdoors all over it. So like how it works is the mobs will actually think that that's a block there, but they'll just fall right down the trapdoor, which would make our farm super efficient. On day 189, I started turning all of our villagers into farmers. The reason I turned them into farmers is because I had a pumpkin farm that was going to be super good for emeralds. And I know, guys, cartographers were really good for emeralds as well, but there wasn't a beach nearby or any sand nearby, so we kind of had to settle for that. Plus, I also wanted to try something a little bit different compared to sand, because we had done that on our island series. As you guys can see, the trades for some emeralds were like 5 pumpkins for 1 emerald, which was pretty good, but if we became the heroes of the village, then it would be a lot cheaper, of course. So we tried to do that, and eventually I think Justin and I wanted like kind of set up that zombie process. So we get a zombie to infect the villager, and then we cure the villager, and then literally we're its heroes. Like, so it'd literally be 1 pumpkin for 1 emerald, and then we'd be rich. So we're trying to get ourselves there. Probably something we do for day 300 if that's something you guys want to see. As you guys see, I went out and I got the bad omen effect. We took it back towards our village that we had created, and we're going to test our new system out. So I went up to the sky up on these pumpkins, and I watched the raiders literally fall into this moat. So it was working really well. Midway through, we actually realized we probably want a collection system where they're falling in, and this ravager literally destroyed me. Like, I was 10 hearts and he took me down to 4 hearts. Like, literally insane. I guess I had an elytra on, but it was literally so strong. As you can see, throughout the night, the pillagers are kind of falling into our moat, and it's working really well. It was working so well that we can almost just stand there and literally AFK during these raids and get free stuff. So we were kind of making it a lot more efficient, and things were getting better as we were going on day by day. But as you can see, there's a Vex that could see us through that little crack that we had, and these Vex were chasing me, and it took me down so low. And I was trying to get rid of these Vex. I accidentally, as you guys can see, I hit an iron golem, and so this iron golem inside here was chasing me and going to kill me. I asked Justin to help me. It got me down to half a heart, guys. I literally almost died where it should be safe. Like, come on, guys. How does that even work? It's a good thing we have a totem in our hands, because, you know, if I were to die there, we would have been alright. But as per usual, Justin was my hero. And on day 191, you know, on the nighttime, I started chopping down some trees, because some of the raiders, they actually took a long time to get towards the moat. So it was taking too long to chop. So I actually had so much fun with this flint and steel, and I burned down literally the whole entire forest around us. I know Mr. Beast would not be happy with me, but you know, it was a lot more efficient than chopping down every single tree. I also had a little bit of joy with the flint and steel as I watched everything burn, guys. After Justin and I became heroes of the village, the trades were really cheap and we could get emeralds a lot faster. But we wanted more. I know that we can stack Hero of the Village, is what Justin said. So in the future, if we do more videos in this hardcore world, we want to start stacking our Hero of the Village to make it super cheap so we can get super rich. And then Justin started doing some support beam structures for the bed structure that he had made. On day 193, Justin had finished the little beam support for the bed that he made in between the dragon and Pinky, and then he started constructing, you know, kind of fixing up and I guess you could say skinning the dragon and putting different colored wings on him with that brick that we almost risked our lives and died for. So in between that time frame as well, I started constructing a watermelon farm because that was also a big trade from the villagers. The villagers were going to be definitely the biggest source of emeralds and everything that was going to progress us forward in this hardcore world, just to make sure we weren't going to die. It was super easy, and we didn't actually notice how fast that day 200 was coming up on us here as I crawl around inside the piston area and getting crushed by pistons while I bone meal the watermelons here. And on day 195, Justin was nearing the other wing here so he could have that build for the dragon. He mentioned to me he always wanted to do, if we kept doing this for every 100 days, he wanted to do a little change to the dragon on the aesthetic or just changing the mountain or anything on the dragon in general. After slaughtering all the free pink sheep that were kind of jumping around in our mountain, I went over to a pillager outpost and I wanted to get the bad omen effect again because we were making tweaks and changes things to our, I guess, I don't even know what to call it, guys. Like, what should we name this outpost that we made down in the comment section below? The most liked or the most commented one will be named what this thing is in the next 100 days. So, you know, comment down in the comment section below. And as we did this raid here, you can literally hear all the pillagers and everything just dying. They're literally getting destroyed. That's literally what it sounds like. Wow, there's a lot in there too. Open it up. Open up the safe. I went to go take a peek over at night and it looked like it had worked really, really well. I mean, it was, the totems were showing how well it was working.
Literally, like, what's going on, guys? I don't feel so good.
Yeah, Justin and I kind of got used to this noise of them just dying. I kind of liked it though because it meant that we were really, really safe. And when that raid was over, I took advantage of every single sale that the villagers had. Obviously, you know, we could have a lot more and have our materials ready and just fully take advantage of these emerald situation and become super, super rich. So that's one of our goals for the next 100 days if we were to do this, is just really make this efficient and make as much money as possible. These 100 days were kind of just like aesthetic building of the world in general, making it super efficient for getting money and emeralds. Like, we were kind of preparing for further / like long run preparations for the build. So basically it kind of felt like we were preparing for another 100, 200, 300 days, which is, I guess you could say, it's a good thing. That means that we want to adventure more. We want to bring more content to you guys. So make sure you leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Justin, the fans want to know what happened here in this bed. What was the plan? What happened?
Saw, like, it was a while ago, but I saw this like hanging like sphere like house, and I've always wanted to do something similar to that, so that's kind of what this is inspired off of.
Okay.
So the sport beams are just made using chains and grindstone, which looks really good actually.
Yeah, this grindstone's really good.
I saw it in a video, so yeah, it's definitely not me, but you know, I tried to make it creative with this here, just a wooden sphere with some nice accents on the outside. And then go inside. Got a nice, you know, dual bed. King size.
The fans want to know. The fans want to know.
Yes.
This is for both of us.
Yep, it is. But I think we've never used it.
Okay, in that case.
So. Nice and comfy.
Live footage on camera, guys. Caught on camera, exposed.
First time sleeping in our actual bedroom that we made. You know, I completely forgot about the plants, guys. I'm sorry. You got some closet wardrobe things here. You can hang up your armor.
Drip check.
The drip check. And if you head down here, you just got a nice little
nice.
I don't even know what this is. It's supposed to be like, it's like an attic, but it's like opposite. It's like a basement attic. I don't even know. It's a basement.
It's just some on top. And on the rest of day 200, Justin and I kind of just caught ourselves up with what we kind of did. We didn't really do a lot of like builds together, but we kind of did our own thing so we could progress forward and just make the world look a lot cooler. There was an iron bar over here that Justin put across just so we could walk onto the new wings of the dragon, and I checked it out. I thought it was super cool, and we were rudely interrupted while kind of looking over our property by these pillagers. Where's their leader? Let's go. So we spent the rest of day 200 AFKing and listening to pillagers die at our pillager farm because honestly I'm so proud of this build. It obviously isn't the greatest automatic pillager farm. I've seen some in the sky that are like 100% efficiency, but this was something that we did without no tutorial, no nothing. It was just us using our Minecraft smarts that we've learned over the couple 100 days to make something like that. And that concluded our 200 days in our hardcore world. We didn't die, but if you think about it, we technically died, but we had totems of undying in our hands, so it was really important to have those at all times. So we're always going to work towards getting that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, as per usual, be sure to leave this video a like. And guys, we're so close to 100,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't forget to go check out MC Complex. Don't forget, it is in the description below. Use my IP, go play with your friends. It is super easy. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and maybe next time we talk, I'll have 100,000 subscribers. So I'll see you guys then.